Well, your kids aren't in
A
school
lot of
yet.
activities.
Are your kids in school? Like,
No,
no.
they're only two. They're gonna be 2.5 next month.
Are they gonna go to school?
Yeah, there's a couple schools that I looked at, but I don't know. I'm kind of like, we'll
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I mean,
Letting them go is kind of hard.
yeah, two of mine are not, but two. Yeah, first pre-K, preschool, and baby.
The preschooler is enjoying preschool.
Yeah, you should
How
look.
old?
He's just turned 3. So he's
Where's he
maybe
going?
Belvedere Nursery School.
Okay.
And
How
that
can
one's
I-
a good one because it eases you into it. Like when they're 2.5, they go just Tuesday and Thursday morning.
Okay.
And then when they're
that's
3 and
the
a half,
kind of
they go
program I
Monday,
need.
Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
So it's like, it's a good, and it's a
I
great
looked
program.
at, I'm in love with this program out of Berkeley,
Oh,
and it's like a
My-
whole day program. So
I'm
after
ready.
I like did the whole thing, I was like, "Oh, I think I actually want to Berkeley."
yeah.
Not even that. I
Here.
just don't think I want them to go for like a
Full day.
full day.
Yeah, this one's 8:30 to 12:30.
Okay.
You can pick them up at 11:30 if you've missed them too much, so.
Okay, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Diversity Inclusion Task Force meeting for June 18th. Lee, could you call the roll?
Starting with the council, Councilmember Fredericks,
Here.
Councilmember Nick Farr,
Present.
Councilmember Ryan,
Here.
Vice Mayor Wellner is,
Here.
Here.
thank you, Mayor and Chair Thier,
Here.
and the at-large members, Howie Awash,
Here.
Lena Godfrey,
Here.
Nushin Latour is absent, and Vice Chair Tina Pike Day.
Here.
Thank you.
Hey. The first item of business is going to be any public comment on items that are not on the agenda. Do we have any public comment? Any online, Lee?
Seeing none.
Okay, great. Then we will go first to the Citizens Advisory Panel report from the 5:20 meeting. We have our Chief Michelle Jean here, so I'm going to turn it over to her. Or I will turn it over to Tina.
I don't have any comments beyond
Okay.
last meeting.
Okay, great.
Yeah, no further comments from the last meeting that we had that was in May, correct? What I can comment on is the raising of the pride flag at Town Hall.
I will be there in 1 minute.
All right,
I just
I'm
have to
getting
take
ahead of
public
myself.
comment on this, then I'll go to the flag raising. So is there any public comment? Seeing none, then are we supposed to have the captions up like that?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so seeing that, then we are now going to the Pride Month. We're going to a report from our chief, Jean, on the Pride flag raising ceremony in Town Hall.
Yeah, each year this seems to be growing and we had almost 25 people attend this year. Last year, maybe about 10. So each year it keeps growing. Hopefully next year I'm hoping to have maybe 50 people show up and we'll make a better announcement of when it's going to be and let people know so they can attend. Jay and David raised the flag and they've been in Tiburon for, I think since 2017. They're honored to raise the flag. They had been wanting to do it since I met them last year at the car show and we met and I promised them they could do it and they had a great time. But yeah, and after we did a little speech, we raised the flag and I handed out pride patches and unfortunately I didn't bring one tonight. If anybody would like either Tiburon patch or a pride patch, please reach out to me and I'll make sure you get one. Also, we did a very small ceremony at the police station and we raised a pride flag there. So all in all, it was a good turnout.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I attended. And it was absolutely amazing. There's so much energy. Everybody was excited. And when I saw the patches, I was just overwhelmed. And it's Officer Headage, or am I saying that right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Officer Justin Headage. He designs all of our patches.
So if you look, do you mind standing up and showing them this patch?
Uh,
So this patch was what it looked like, but it has a rainbow over it. And it was just amazing to see and very exciting. And the fact that another officer is actually designing this, I just don't even, I can't believe that. So
He also designs some holiday patches. He designed last year's Halloween patch and actually won the best design. So we're honored to have him win some prizes for that. And then there's also a holiday patch for Christmas time too. So if anybody's interested, please reach out.
Thank you, thank you. And I know we had some other members that attended. I know Nushin was there. She's not here this evening, but sent a really nice email about how wonderful the celebration was. And I know our staff was here. I don't know if anyone wants to say anything, but okay. Is there any public comment on that? Okay. Then we will move on to events. I want to see if anyone would like to report out about past events. Okay, any member of the public that wants to comment about past events, how fabulous they were? If you didn't attend, you've got an opportunity this weekend, and I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but Howie is going to talk about that right now. We're going to future events reports.
Great. So we have our annual Juneteenth celebration happening this Sunday, the 22nd, from 3 to 7 p.m. on Main Street. So you are all invited to attend. And we've been, pushing it out through the ARC, other social media platforms. We have a jazz musician coming, a hip hop group coming to do a rap performance and also a dance performance. And we'll have food, drinks. We're all really excited to celebrate and have a great time together. So I hope you can all make it. And it's going to be great.
Okay, do we have any members of the task force that want to talk about that, or members of the public?
Can I say one more thing?
You would say
If
as many
any
things as you want.
members of the task force want to come and help me in any way that day, I would really appreciate it. Just a side note, I have twin girls that are going to be helping, but I'm going to need, more hands on deck.
Sounds like maybe one of us should come and watch the girls.
Yeah, that too. So,
But
check them out.
I do want to take a moment to thank Howie. I know this has been a ton of work, and I'm really excited. This is Howie's first year taking the whole event over. She's always helped and been a part of it, and I just want to tell you how grateful we are that you're doing this.
Thank you.
And I can't wait. Tiburon was actually the first city or town in Marin to have a Juneteenth celebration outside of Marin City. So I'm really excited that we've kept it going is this our 5th year now?
I think it is.
Who's keeping track?
I
lose
think it's
track.
our 5th year.
I think this is our 5th year. So please, everyone here tonight, come out for Juneteenth. It's a lot of fun.
All your friends and family.
Yep. And you won't be disappointed. And the best part is it's free. It's absolutely free. So come and we're going to have a lot of fun. So, okay. I already did public comment on that. So now we're going to go to our action item, which is I will let, it's our action item. I'm going to let Tina take that away.
Thank you, Mayor Thier. So we'd like to make a recommendation to the town council for the upcoming fiscal year, starting in July, to allocate $80,000 for the cultural events like the one we've been talking about, Juneteenth and others, so that we can collectively fund 8 events at a per event cost of $10,000, and to recommend the following events be funded in fiscal year 26, which is Juneteenth for $10,000, Nowruz for $10,000, and the AAPI Festival for an additional $10,000 in the fiscal year 2026. So this would be the following year's Juneteenth event. And one thing I'd like to say is that I think these events have really attracted both citizens and businesses to the town. I know for a fact that my own company is coming here to celebrate its annual retreat because it's been attracted by some of these events that we've been sharing in the news with them. So just want to say that the investment, I think, is worth it, both for the citizens and potential residents who come to the town and businesses who want to do business here as well.
Yeah. And can I add to that? I think it's a great way to also have members of the community just come down, you know, when there is an event, it's really easy to say, I'm going to go to downtown for this particular thing. So I think it's a great way to promote community engagement.
Okay, great. So I'm first going to take any questions from Diversity and Inclusion Task Force members, and then I'll go to public comment. Are there any questions? Alice?
Yeah, I would like to make a suggestion. After I turn my mic on, that we flesh out the request a little more on what we're being asked to pay for. One of the things that I got some feedback on is how much work this is. And I think if we continue it, we need to know what it costs, what we're paying for, and we need to get the community involved, not just in coming down, but in helping. I don't know, I have no ideas how to do that, but I think that really helps make it the kind of community event we love. That's one issue. And then the other issue when we come before the council is to give us an idea of what we're paying for.
I think that's a good suggestion. I think these are basically the costs from past year's events, which are, you know, a sum total of what the facility rentals and food cost to provide to the people who attend the event. So we can provide all of those prior details as well. It has been an issue to have the bandwidth to organize these events. I think it largely falls upon some of the members of the DITF Council. So we'd like to invite members of the public to join us to participate in celebrating those events. And I'd also potentially recommend some staffing to support the group in doing this.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Sure.
So, if we make this recommendation, would it then be incorporated into the budget discussion that's later in the council meeting?
Excuse me. I think it would be easier if it was not, and probably bring it back at the first meeting in August and do a budget amendment. Only because there's a lot of budget documents that are associated with adopting the budget, and numbers, you know, even a relatively small change like that would have to flow through and lots of changes would have to be made. I think it would make it a whole lot easier to adopt the budget, come back in August and consider it as a standalone item to amend the budget that was adopted today, hopefully. So.
And then the second question would be, we'd still have to individually approve at council the street closures that would be requested, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Street closures don't have anything to do with the budget.
Agreed.
So, so right now the action item just says it should be included in the fiscal 25-26 budget. It's not asking to amend the current budget. So I would see that as consistent with, you know, doing an amendment in August.
You're saying it would be consistent? I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, as the action item is written now, it just
Well, this
says
is-
to include it in the budget. We could adopt the budget and do the amendment in August.
Exactly. That's exactly
Okay,
what I'm
okay,
saying. Yep.
Perfect. Okay, do we have any more questions? Okay, so I will move that we approve action item 4.
Public
And
comment.
I will take public comment as well. Is there anyone who'd like to make public comment? Great, please say your name and.
Is this on?
Yeah.
My name's Sandy Donnell, and I live in 137 Golden Gate Avenue in Belvedere. And I'm currently the president of the Belvedere Community Foundation. And I just want you to know that we have supported the diversity programs you've done, and we've given grants consecutively for every single one. So we have our seal of approval.
Oh, thank
Yeah, can you stay up here for 1 minute? I'm glad you came up because I really wanted to thank you and tell you how important your partnership is with us, and the fact that you have honored the events that the Diversity Inclusion Task Force is doing really makes us all feel like you're really part of our.
Well, no, it's a
Yeah.
wonderful thing.
thank you.
It's really nice to get things going
Yeah.
in the town. We appreciate it too.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Do we have more public comment?
Belvedere plays too.
Oh, Belvedere should say that at the mic, I think. I think we.
I'm Pat Carapiat. I live at 4 Lagoon Road in Belvedere. And the city of Belvedere does contribute to the Diversity Task Force every year. You come to us and we have been improving your requests. So the city of Belvedere also supports your task force.
Thank
So
you.
I will also thank the city of Belvidere for contributing to the events. We really do appreciate it. And I see the mayor of Belvidere is here. For anyone who doesn't know her, that is Jane. Okay. Okay, so do we have any more public comment? Anything online?
Not online.
Okay, so I think there's a motion that I just made. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, let's call the roll.
Councilmember Fredericks,
Yes.
Councilmember Nickfar,
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Molnar,
Yes.
Mayor and Chair Thier,
Yes.
Howie Wash,
Yes.
Lena Godfrey,
Yes.
Nushin Latour is absent, and Vice Chair Tina Pikeday.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So that brings us to our last action item, which is to consider making a recommendation to the town council that the 2025 Diwali event take place on Angel Island Ferry instead of on Main Street. So I'm going to let Tina also take this one.
And I think we commented on this last time, but we would like to move the event off of Main Street onto Angel Island Ferry in this off year so that we could make this an annual event. And part of the decision to do this was to both alleviate the spot to close down Main Street as well as be able to have an annual event given the amount of work that goes into the Main Street event. And we'd like to alternate. So we'd like to make a recommendation that we move the event this year to the ferry.
Okay, are there questions first from the task force? I see Jack.
Thanks. So is this, like, is it still going to be as accessible to the public as it would be if it were on Main Street? Because the ferry just seems like it might have capacity issues, or no?
It will have capacity limitations. So it will be just under 200 people that would be able to attend the event. In the past, we've had more than that attend the Main Street event. But it will be open to the public and it will be on a first come, first served basis.
Should we do some sort of Eventbrite ticketing situation for that to alleviate that?
We will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else? I do want to add one thing, that this actually saves a closure of Main Street. And so it's really important. And, you know, I think doing it on the ferry will be a lot of fun too. So I'll take public comment. Anyone?
I'd just like to make
Oh,
one
yeah, yeah,
comment.
please. Alice.
Really, I think it is a coup that the Angel Island Ferry has stepped up and made this possible, and to thank Tina for being a supreme negotiator.
We're delighted that they've stepped up to do so. And in fact, I mentioned at the last meeting that some of the first immigrants from South Asia came through Angel Island. So this is also a celebration of the heritage of the population as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. I know this is a lot of work in planning, and I want to take a minute now to really thank you. I know it's really hard, and Tina has a real job, so, you know, it's even harder. Okay, so I will now take any public comment unless the task force has comments. Okay, public comment. If you could come up to the mic and say your name and tell us what you think.
Yes, my name is Carl Weichel. I'm a resident of Tiburon. When I first heard the budget of $10,000 flat being granted to every staging event on Main Street, then I heard the aspect of a default when something, for some reason, the numbers weren't met or the monetary measurements worked, that this be considered blended together so that in future events, if the council finds that some event wasn't well attended, rather than a default, not permit them next year to use the the Angel Island Ferry, not as a default, but as stage 2, and that would help them out as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Do we have any more public comment? Lee, do we have any online?
Seeing none.
Okay, seeing none. I will also move this item. Is there a second?
Second. Second.
Thank you.
Okay.
So let's take a vote.
Councilmember Fredericks,
Yes.
Councilmember Nickfar,
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Molnar,
Yes.
Mayor and Chair Thier,
Yes.
Howie Awash.
Yes.
Lena Godfrey.
Yes.
Nushin Latour is absent and Vice Chair Tina Picadey.
Yes.
Okay, and so now I'm going to say, we are at the end of the agenda, but I need Howie again to give a plug for the event that is on Sunday, right?
I can't wait to see all of you there, 3 to 7 p.m. downtown Tiburon. It's going to be a great time. Bring your kids, bring your friends, bring everyone. We're going to dance, eat, be happy, and celebrate. So can't wait to see you there.
That's fantastic. Thank you again. Okay, this meeting is adjourned. We will start the town council meeting in about 3 to 5 minutes. We need to reset the tables up and move around a little bit. Goodbye, this is the light.
Good to see you.